The first Colonel ever to get drafted into the NFL has received a once-in-a-lifetime honor. Gary Barbaro, a former defensive back for the Kansas City Chiefs, is the newest member of their Hall of Fame, an exclusive club that inducts just one member a year. The always humble Barbaro is appreciative, but he's also incredibly deserving of this distinction. It's hard to believe, but before his legendary collegiate career at Nichols, Barbaro only participated in 1 year of football at East Jefferson High School in the New Orleans suburbs.
Well, I came out of the marching band. I played music since I was in the 5th grade, and I've been in marching bands. And when I got to high school, I was in the stage band, a concert band, and obviously the marching band. But I've always been a decent athlete, played recreation ball, but decided I wanted to take a chance at playing football my senior year. And so I went out and, I made the team. I wasn't a starter, but I did alternating time. So it was just an opportunity to play and get out there with the rest of my friends who were playing on the varsity.
His recruiting process was quite simple, considering Nichols was just starting their intercollegiate football program in the early 70s. Barbaro was a work in progress back then, but his experience at Nichols shaped him into the player he would become.
Having the opportunity to be a work in progress, because I was a classic late bloomer coming out of just 1 year of high school football. I had a lot of raw talent, but if I'd have gone to an LSU or a Tulane, they don't have time to develop somebody from a raw state. So going to Nichols was a perfect fit for me because we kind of grew together. I bounced around from defensive back to quarterback to wide receiver, and ultimately ended up being a defensive back, a cornerback my last 2 years. So I actually grew with the program. So if I'm not at Nichols, my career probably doesn't happen.
Kansas City selected Barbaro in the 3rd round of the 1976 draft. Coming from a small university, it was a big step for him, but he proved to handle it well.
Yeah, I was just, blessed to have that opportunity and fortunate enough to take advantage of it. And as I mentioned, once I got up to Kansas City, I had a great defensive backfield coach that taught me how to play free safety in the NFL. So, but I didn't feel any pressure other than the fact that, either you perform or you're gone when you're in the NFL. So I was blessed to have that opportunity and take advantage of it.
Though the Chiefs were in a rebuilding phase when Barbaro came aboard, he stuck with them through 7 seasons, earning Pro Bowl honors in 1980, 81, and 82. Over the course of his career, Barbaro intercepted 39 passes, one which he returned for a 102-yard touchdown, tying an NFL record that stood for 10 more years. Barbaro retired from pro football in 1984. He was long ago inducted into the Nichols Athletics Hall of Fame. Prior to the Chiefs game against the Giants on the final weekend in September, he entered the pantheon of all-time Kansas City greats, an award he never expected.
I didn't believe it. It's been 31 years since I last played in Kansas City. And I always knew I had the statistics. If you look at, my credentials based on what other people, I figured I belonged there. But when I left Kansas City after, my 7 seasons there, it was not a pretty departure. There was a lot of rift between management and players. And I ended up opting to go out and go to the USFL, a new league that was just coming on. So there were some hard feelings there that I think had to be overcome. So when I got the phone call from Clark Hunt, who was the president and CEO, I was ecstatic. I really was.
Gary and his family reside in Metairie, Louisiana, outside of New Orleans, and he is a partner in a food service equipment company. He keeps connected to football as a uniform and licensed apparel inspector for Saints home games, and is still involved in Nichols athletics, participating in events such as the John Brady Golf Classic, where we caught up with him for the story. Barbaro has made it to the top, but he's always remembered where it all started, right here at Nichols. For NTW News, I'm Amanda Kelly.